Most people believe mango trees can't thrive in pots, or that growing fruit at home is too demanding for seniors. But what if nurturing a healthy mango tree is much simpler and more rewarding than you thought? Today, you'll discover 2 practical tricks to make mango pot gardening easy, enjoyable, and accessible, even with limited space. Whether you're new here or returning, welcome to Zero to Purpose, where we build life's joys step by step. If you appreciate gentle, hands-on guidance for seniors, consider joining our growing community. Sit back, relax, and let's explore how you can grow your own mango tree with confidence. Trick 1. Choose a grafted dwarf mango variety. The first trick that changes everything is selecting a grafted dwarf mango variety instead of growing from seed. This matters tremendously for pot gardening because it determines whether you'll see fruit in your lifetime and whether your tree stays manageable in size. For seniors, this single choice is the difference between a rewarding hobby and years of frustration with a tree that outgrows its space and never produces. Grafted dwarf varieties are specifically bred to stay compact, usually between 4 to 8 feet tall, making them perfect for patios, balconies, and small gardens. More importantly, they begin bearing fruit within 2 to 3 years, compared to seed-grown trees that can take 7 to 10 years or longer. This means you'll actually enjoy the fruits of your labor during your gardening years, not just tend to a leafy ornamental. The compact size also means less bending, reaching, and physical strain during care and harvest. Why this method works for mangoes. Specifically, mangoes grown from seed carry unpredictable genetics. That delicious mango you ate might have been a hybrid, and its seed could produce a tree with inferior fruit, massive size, or no fruit at all for many years. Grafted trees, however, are created by joining a cutting from a proven fruit-producing variety onto hardy rootstock. This guarantees you get the exact characteristics of the parent tree: same fruit quality, same size, same fruiting timeline. The rootstock also provides disease resistance and adaptation to your local conditions, while the grafted top portion ensures consistent fruit production. For pot culture specifically, dwarf varieties have root systems that tolerate confined spaces without becoming stressed or stunted. The myth. This trick debunks many people believe that growing mangoes from seed is more natural, cheaper, and just as effective. There's romance in the idea of planting a seed from your favorite mango and watching it grow. But this myth causes more gardening heartbreak than almost any other. The reality is that seed-grown mangoes are genetic wildcards. They often grow into enormous trees unsuitable for containers, produce fruit that tastes nothing like the parent, or remain fruitless for a decade. For seniors with limited time, energy, and space, this approach is simply impractical. Grafted dwarf varieties aren't shortcuts. They're smart gardening that respects your investment of time and care. 3-step ease formula. Start. What basic materials, space, and prep does this trick need? Begin by researching dwarf mango varieties suited to your climate. Popular choices include Julie, Ice Cream, Coggeshall, Pickering, and Kerry, all known for compact growth and reliable fruiting in containers. Visit a reputable nursery or order online from certified fruit tree specialists. Look for a healthy 1 to 2-year-old grafted tree, typically 3 to 4 feet tall. You'll recognize a graft by the visible bulge or scar near the base where 2 different plants were joined. Avoid big box stores unless they specialize in fruit trees. Quality matters here. You'll need a large pot with drainage holes, at least 20 to 25 gallons for mature growth, though you can start with a 15-gallon container and transplant later. Gather well-draining potting mix formulated for fruit trees or create your own with equal parts quality potting soil, perlite, and compost. Set aside a sunny spot that receives at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight daily. Mangoes are sun lovers. Once you have your grafted dwarf mango, prepare the pot by filling the bottom 2 inches with gravel or broken pottery pieces to enhance drainage. Fill the container about 1/3 with your potting mix. Gently remove the tree from its nursery container, loosening any circling roots without tearing them. Position the tree so the graft union sits about 2 inches above the soil line. Never bury the graft. Fill around the root ball with more potting mix, firming gently as you go to eliminate air pockets. Water thoroughly until it drains from the bottom. Then water again after 15 minutes to ensure even moisture distribution. Place your potted mango in its permanent sunny location. The key here is patience and proper placement. Your grafted tree is already programmed for success, so your job is simply providing the right environment. Maintain. How does one maintain this setup? Simply, maintaining your grafted dwarf mango is straightforward. Water when the top 2 inches of soil feel dry, usually every 2 to 3 days in hot weather, less in cooler months. Mangoes dislike soggy roots but need consistent moisture during flowering and fruiting. Feed with a balanced fruit tree fertilizer every 6 to 8 weeks during the growing season, following package directions. In winter, reduce both watering and feeding as the tree naturally slows growth. Prune lightly each year after harvest to maintain shape and size, removing dead branches and any growth below the graft line, which comes from the rootstock and won't produce quality fruit. Check occasionally for pests like aphids or scale, wiping them away with a damp cloth or treating with insecticidal soap if needed. Because you chose a dwarf variety, you won't battle excessive size or unwieldy branches. The tree naturally stays manageable. How this affects the mango's health, yield, and appearance. By choosing a grafted dwarf variety, you ensure your mango remains healthy and productive in its container home. The tree will develop a balanced, attractive shape without overwhelming your space. Within 2 to 3 years, you'll see clusters of fragrant flowers followed by developing fruit, a true joy that seed-grown trees rarely deliver in pots. Your yields will be reasonable for container growing, typically 5 to 15 mangoes per season once mature, depending on variety and care. The fruit quality will be excellent and predictable, with the same flavor, sweetness, and texture as the named variety promises. Your tree's compact size means you can easily inspect for problems, harvest without ladders, and move the pot if needed before it becomes too heavy. For seniors, this translates to years of enjoyable, low-stress gardening with tangible, delicious rewards that make the effort worthwhile. Pro tip: what simple tweak makes this trick even more effective? Trick 2. Master watering technique and drainage. The second trick is mastering the right watering technique combined with excellent drainage. This is crucial for growing mango trees in pots because pot-grown mangoes are especially sensitive to overwatering and poor root aeration. For those new to mango cultivation, focusing on how and when you water makes the difference between a thriving tree and one that struggles or fails. The second trick is mastering the right watering technique combined with excellent drainage. This is crucial for growing mango trees in pots because pot-grown mangoes are especially sensitive to overwatering and poor root aeration. For those new to mango cultivation, focusing on how and when you water makes the difference between a thriving tree and one that struggles or fails. New growers often overwater mango trees, believing that potted plants need constant moisture like vegetables or houseplants. Mangoes, however, prefer their roots to dry out a bit between waterings. Excess moisture can quickly lead to root rot, a common killer of potted fruit trees. By learning a simple watering and drainage routine, seniors can confidently keep their mango healthy without second-guessing every drop they add. Why this trick makes sense for pots. Container gardening restricts root space and naturally reduces how much water gets absorbed into the surrounding soil. Regular ground-planted trees have broad root networks to seek out air and balance their water needs, but potted mangoes depend entirely on your management. Good drainage stops water from pooling in the pot, while strategic watering keeps roots vibrant and oxygen-rich. This minimizes stress and disease, ensuring your mango tree grows strong and bears fruit as expected. One of the frustrations is seeing leaves yellow or drop, or noticing the pot always seems soggy. Many assume the tree is thirsty, and so more water is added, making things worse. This trick cuts through confusion. You'll know exactly how to water and when, and how to set up the pot so it can never drown your mango roots, even in rainy seasons or humid climates. 3-step ease formula. Start. Prep or mindset needed. Do. Direct, senior-friendly watering steps. 1. Stick your finger into the soil 2 inches deep. Only water when the soil feels dry at this depth. Mangoes can handle short, dry spells better than wet roots. 2. When watering, do it slowly. Pour water in a gentle spiral around the base until it runs out the bottom. This ensures thorough contact without disturbing roots. 3. Use room temperature water, not icy or hot. Cold water shocks the roots, while warm water encourages nutrient absorption. 4. In hot climates, water early in the morning to prepare the tree for heat, not late in the day when evaporation is highest. 5. Never water by schedule. Always check soil moisture first. If heavy rain is expected and your pot is outdoors, move it to a sheltered spot or slightly elevate one edge for better drainage. Maintain simple year-round routine. As seasons change, adjust how often you check your mango's soil. Hot, dry weather may require watering every 2 days, while cooler or rainy conditions might only need watering once a week. Each month, gently tip the pot, if it's light enough, and listen for muffled splashing. Standing water means you need better drainage or less irrigation. After watering, always return to your finger test rather than guessing. Once a month, loosen the top inch of soil with a fork to improve aeration, especially if you notice compaction. In winter, mangoes slow down and use less water, so check less frequently. If indoors, central heating can dry air but doesn't mean the soil dries faster. Stick to your soil check routine. Fertilize only during active growth periods, as feeding during dormancy increases risk of rot. Mastering watering and drainage does more than keep your mango alive. It actually encourages stronger root growth, better flowering, and cleaner, healthier fruit. You'll notice richer green leaves, firm stems, and seasonal blooms without leaf drop or black spots. Fruit set and quality improve because the tree isn't wasting energy, recovering from stress, or fighting disease. Stress-free roots means a longer-living mango tree with consistent yields year after year, perfect for seniors wanting lasting results from gentle effort. Less time fixing mistakes means more time enjoying the tree's progress. Seniors especially benefit. No guessing, no heavy lifting, no repeated troubleshooting. Just a simple routine that fosters confidence and joy in growing. Pro tip: easy hack for smarter. Watering. To keep watering simple and stress-free, use a soil moisture meter. These affordable tools slip into the pot and give a quick readout. Seniors can easily check if soil is wet or dry without bending or getting dirty. Set a reminder on your phone to check once every few days and rely on the meter to confirm before watering. Using rainwater collected in a barrel also gives better mango growth thanks to natural minerals absent in tap water. Finally, if your climate is humid, add an inch of organic mulch atop the soil, like shredded leaves, to keep moisture balanced while letting air reach the roots. Never let mulch touch the trunk itself to prevent rot. With these hacks, mango care becomes as simple as glancing at a dial and pouring a pitcher. If these simple tricks have you inspired, tap the like button to help more seniors discover practical, enjoyable mango gardening. Which tip do you feel most excited to try? Selecting a dwarf variety or perfecting your watering routine? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your experience could motivate someone else to get growing. Bonus tip: here's the thing most people overlook. Potted mango trees need micronutrient supplementation, especially magnesium, zinc, and boron. Standard fertilizers give nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium, but containers quickly deplete trace minerals critical for flowering, fruit set, and disease resistance. Without these, your mango might grow green leaves but produce few or malformed fruits, or drop blooms before they develop. This small addition transforms struggling trees into abundant producers. Seniors can make mango growing universally easier by applying a citrus or mango-specific micronutrient spray or granular supplement twice yearly, once in early spring before flowering and again mid-summer during fruit development. These products cost under $20 annually but deliver outsized returns. Stronger blooms, better pollination, sweeter fruit, and fewer nutrient deficiency symptoms like yellowing between leaf veins. Mix according to package directions and apply as a foliar spray or work granules into the top soil layer. This single step addresses the hidden weakness of container cultivation, nutrient depletion, without complicated testing or guesswork. Few gardeners use this trick because they assume regular fertilizer covers everything, or they don't realize containers lose micronutrients faster than ground soil through repeated watering and restricted root zones. But once you add this simple habit, you'll notice healthier, more productive trees with less troubleshooting. It's a low-cost, high-reward practice that respects your time while maximizing your mango's potential. Exactly what smart senior gardening is all about. Growing mango in a pot is truly simpler than many believe. It just takes the right approach and a bit of care. Pick one of today's tricks and give it a try this week. You might be surprised by how much you learn from simply starting. Share your mango journey in the comments so others can feel encouraged by your progress. If you found value here, subscribe for more practical, senior-friendly gardening tips from zero to purpose. Your next harvest might be just a pot away.